So just those same 3 flights, significant capacity increase. So right off the bat, that does improve our capacity, and I think over time, you'll see a significant rise. It won't be as big as when we had some of our low-cost carriers enter the market previously. Way back, we had Independence enter. That was our first new low-cost carrier, and the bump was higher then. So I expect it to be about 5% bump moving forward over the, it'll start modestly, but that's where I think it will start to bump up in terms of market share. And again, I think Michael mentioned all boats rising. This is a scenario where I do think the more service we have and the more people experience the airport through trying Southwest out of Portland, the more overall growth out of the airport will improve. And although the market share may not change, everyone is actually carrying more passengers. So, hope that answers the question.
Good morning. I had the privilege several years ago of getting my student pilot's license at the Portland Jetport, and it's a real thrill to be able to work with air traffic controllers like Portland. I know their record is really good. In all of this expansion of commercial aircraft, how do you see the future of general aviation at the Jetport?
Well, general aviation has been hit hard. I think we all know that over the past 5 years. It's been hit even harder than commercial aviation. So it is down. We have plenty of airside capacity. Our costs tend to be higher than if you were to fly general aviation out of Sanford or Biddeford or Brunswick. So, I mean, we're going to have a higher cost for general aviation than those. But I think we're on a rebuilding. General aviation really tracks very closely to the overall economy. When there's discretionary money available, general aviation flourishes. When there's not, it doesn't. And I think what we're seeing is over the previous 5 years, general aviation, and congratulations on getting your private pilot's license, that's wonderful. General aviation is hurt, but I think now we're starting to look up moving forward. I don't have the actual data to support that. I'm so focused on commercial right now out of Portland. But I do expect as the economy improves, general aviation will be following right along in suit with it.
We have one here, Carl.
Good morning, Paul.
Hey, Councillor.
Ed Suslovic. I am the city councilor for the airport. It's in my district, so the airport is a constituent of mine. Great job out at the airport, as always. A comment, it'd be great to see the city take the same sophisticated approach to our marine passenger service as we're taking it to air passenger service. My question is, I know we've had challenges trying to put the international back in the Portland International Jetport. Any comments on the future of service to Canada? I know we tried that, didn't work out. Any possibilities in the future?
Well, first I should say, even though it's not nonstop, we do have incredible international traffic happening out of Portland for a small MSA. There's over 200 passengers daily each way to international markets. And you'll even see it on the handout. Who would have thought that we have over 1,000 passengers going to Liberia out of the Portland Jetport? So I mean, there is some incredible international. Again, it is through it's not nonstop, but I do think over time we'll have it. Part of the thing that holds us back, in a great question, Ed's been involved at the airport for a long time. Councillor Suslovic has, so he's aware of many of these things. We don't have a customs facility at the airport. So right now we have to target, if we want to do nonstop, we have to target airports that already have pre-clearance, what we call pre-clearance with U.S. Customs. So Toronto was one of those markets that we did work on. Air Canada flew the Toronto market, but the piece of equipment that we had on that was a turboprop, less than 20-seat aircraft. And you could get a better product by going on it for, say, a United with a one-stop than you could on that non-stop to Toronto. Although initially when it went out, we had exceptional utilization of it. So moving forward, we are evaluating putting in a federal inspection services. That's another term for customs at the airport. And strange enough, that would be located down on the lower level. Many people have asked what's going on down at the lower level. There's a lot of space there. In the future, it won't be immediate. We are looking to put a ground-based customs facility there that would work really well to service future nonstop international service and open that whole market up to us as well. But as of this time, we don't. And part of the holding back on that is we have no market already built for international service. So we have to spend a significant amount of money to build to the federal requirements for an FIS in the millions of dollars for an unproven market. So we were trying to prove it through the use of these pre-clearance airports, and we've had limited success so far. But sooner or later, we will have it, and we will have customs right here, commercial customs at the Portland Jetport.
We have time for one more question.
Hello, Paul. Conrad from Maine Turnpike. And actually, you just answered part of my question regarding the old check-in area. The other part is I had the opportunity to do a tour of the airport with you about a year ago, and I didn't know whether that's something that people in this room could have the opportunity to do at different points in time as well, because it's pretty fascinating, all the stuff that goes on. You did a very good summary of everything in there, but it's a fascinating facility you have.
Yeah, no, thank you, Conrad. It really is. When you look at the new outbound baggage, there's a lot of very interesting things. And my email and phone number is on here, so if anybody is interested in a tour, we'd love to get a group together. And yeah, Councillor Suslovic has done that many times, at short notice, I might add. Thanks a lot. Oh, yeah, we have our raffle.
Yeah. Hold this for a second. So, want to thank Paul, and it's especially great to have him because he comes with gifts, including some airline tickets here. So I'm going to take the risk and draw these, but our first one is for a $250 voucher for U.S. Air, which offers direct flights where out of Portland?
U.S. Air. Well, I mean, the big one is Washington Reagan. So, but you also have Philadelphia, Charlotte. So.
Okay. Matt Early of Gorham Savings. I saw him here. Come on up, Matt. All right. Now 200 for Southwest. Huh, I recognize this card. Brenda Carland of Memic. Okay. All right, well, thank you very much, Paul. It's great to have you. As a thank you to Paul, we will make a contribution to our community corner partner this morning, Learning Works, under his name. So thank you. A couple of quick announcements here before we go this morning. Important events coming up at the Chamber. First of all, very importantly, a great event, the Entreverge Awards, hosted by Propel, coming up June 12th at 5:30 p.m. It's a great night of celebration hosted by our young professionals group, Propel. Please spread the word about this opportunity. You can go to propelportland.org or call the Chamber for more information for tickets. Also, at the Portland Community Chamber, we are co-hosting a forum titled The Main Drain. It's a stormwater management and strategy solution. Obviously, exciting topic, but clearly an important one. One place where we're spending a lot of money in Portland and look to spend a lot of money into the future. And so if that's an interest to you, also on the morning, June 12th, there's an event there. Please go to the Portland Regional Chamber's website for that. There's the slide now that tells you a little bit more about that program. Okay, so let's see. One other thing before you leave, there are still more gifts that Paul has brought us. Under, I think, 4 seats, there are more vouchers to another $250 from U.S. Airways under 1, and 3 $100 gift cards from Southwest. So check that. And with that, we'll wish you all a happy summer. Thank you again. Be back in September with my friend Bill Becker.